For decades, one Illinois rancher has been quietly rethinking what it means to raise cattle, not by adding more technology or chemicals, but by taking cues from the land itself. Tonight, we take you to the Jacksonville area ranch where a grassroots approach to grazing is reshaping both the soil and the beef business. Agriculture specialist Julia Thomas shows us how Ron Freeman's unconventional methods are helping his pastures and his herd thrive.
We started back, like I said, in '78. And we were just, I had, two dreams, one to ranch and one to write. And it quickly became apparent in '78, '79 that what we were doing at that point was not sustainable.
Ron Freeman, like many cattle ranchers, was looking for a way to cut his input costs and increase profitability. He started researching holistic resource management, including intensive rotational grazing. Through learning about grasslands management, he realized that the pasture itself was only one part of the ecosystem.
I thought we could get to a place where the cows could exist in our pasture ecosystems without a lot of supplemental feeding, a lot of inputs. I thought that the health of the cattle could align itself with the health of the land and everything would be good.
He then decided to change the type of cattle from traditional Angus and Simmental to Beefmaster, a breed that combined Hereford, Shorthorn, and Brahman genetics, developed in the 1930s. Known by the slogan, "The Profit Breed," Beefmasters are developed to tolerate heat and cold, have heavy weaning weights, and high fertility.
It takes three things. It takes a really good, diverse pasture ecosystem. It takes a breed of cattle that knows how to access it, can maintain themselves, can be productive, can survive, and it takes a manager that knows how to put it all together.
And Ron Freeman did put it all together. He told me that the cattle provide the fertilizer through manure and trampling, and the cattle will eat almost anything if you put it in front of them at the right time of year. Freeman's cattle graze on 600 acres, and he splits his pastures into 10-acre parcels. 300 head can graze 10 acres for 24 hours, then get moved to the next parcel, which he says allows for the most manure and trampling which the land needs to grow.
Through that hard type of management, on the average, historically, we've gotten our cow herd down to about 30 days of hay, which is phenomenal. Hay's your biggest expense.
Freeman says last year his cattle gained on average 4 pounds a day on diverse pasture forage alone. He says rotational grazing forces the cattle to eat what's available and not only what they like the most. He tells producers that they need to know what their cow cost is, or what that animal needs in a 12-month cycle financially.
According to the University of Nebraska, about 3 years ago, it was $1,005.
Freeman did his math, and it might surprise you.
We've got ours down to somewhere just over $300.
He says his biggest input is his labor, being hands-on with the herd daily. He does not vaccinate or castrate his herd, and he sells beef direct to consumer. Now he works with producers who want to start the more holistic approach to raising cattle and says there are programs available for those who are interested but worried about the cost of switching production styles.
I asked them why they were doing something, and I get the same response. Well, Ron, we've always done it that way. Well, why? Why are you still doing it the way your great-grandfather did it? Or your dad? Change. You want to stay on the ranch? Change.
Freeman says his approach isn't just about saving money or improving the land, it's rooted in his faith. After more than 4 decades of experimentation, Freeman says he's proof that sometimes the best way forward is to get back to the basics. Reporting for Tri-State Trusted News, I'm Julia Thomas.